Welcome back to Scary Interesting. In this video, we're going to go over three disturbing incidents that took place in the mountains. And in the final story in particular, there is a haunting image that was taken shortly before something horrific happened. As always, your discretion is advised. Running from northern Italy to Slovenia, the Julian Alps are a mountain range within the southern limestone Alps that cover about 1,700 square miles, or 4,400 square kilometers of nearly untouched land. They're known for being steep and rocky, and this makes them equally gorgeous. Located within the range is also a peak known as Cima di Rio Freddo, which is best known for its extremely high walls and sharp ridges. From the ground, it actually appears almost fortress-like, but its walls are anything but straight up and down. On one side, the wall extends vertically for more than 2,300 feet or 700 meters and is filled with craggy sections, jutting rocks, and deep folds. And unlike other mountains in the range, it doesn't have any well-worn paths to follow. There are popular routes that suggest various ways to reach the summit, but climbing to the top is all about choosing your own adventure, and on July 31st, 2024, two Austrian mountain climbers set up to reach the mountain's peak at an elevation of 8,225 feet or 2,507 meters. One of the men was around 4 years old and the other around 30, and both were experienced members of the Austrian Alpine Rescue Team at the Villach, Austria station. Rather than climbing straight up the mountain's cliffs, their plan that day was to take the Aonijie route, which is a less steep yet no less treacherous way to traverse the summit that again is more of a suggestion than an actual path. The two climbers then parked their vehicle in the lot at the top of the mountain, prepared their gear, and started a long day to the top sometime in the morning of July 31st. Later that evening, however, neither of them had arrived back home as expected. Nervous relatives repeatedly rang their cell phones and sent text messages, but none of these were replied to. Service to report the two men missing. The rescue team then organized and loaded up into a helicopter to get an aerial view of the mountain, but the sun was going to start setting soon and time was short. After flying around one side of the mountain without spotting men, the helicopter crew was closing in on the time they need to turn back. Just before then, however, at about 8 p.m., the two men were discovered, and the sight was a grim one. Both of them were dangling off the side of the mountain from the ends of their respective ropes. And horrifyingly, neither one of them appeared to still be alive, as no movement could be seen other than a slight swing caused by the high mountain winds. So with darkness quickly falling over the Julian Alps, the rescuers had no choice but to turn back and leave the men as they were found. The next morning, around 5 a.m., another team of 10 rescuers loaded up a helicopter with the hopes they could see signs of life from the men. As the sun rose over the mountains, the helicopter lifted off and headed back to the spot in the mountain where the men were seen the night before. However, when they reached the area, rescuers could quickly see that nothing had changed. Both of them were still dangling on the ropes, which were still anchored to the mountainside. In a careful effort that took hours, the rescuers were able to recover the bodies of two men who were tragically confirmed to be dead. What caused their deaths, however, remains unknown. There are a number of possibilities, including a rock fall from above that swept them off the mountain or some kind of air and execution or judgment. But either way, both of their bodies were taken to Italian funeral homes and returned to their families. The Roko mountain range in Japan is located on the southeastern edge of the main island Honshu, rather than these stereotypical rocky peaks, and more like rolling tree-covered hills. During the spring and summer months, the mountains are covered in a lush green, and when fall comes, the rolling hills are transformed into beautiful reds, oranges, and yellows. This is the time of the year that attracts the range's greatest number of visitors for hikes along its trails or just general recreation. And the latter was the reason for Mitsutaka's trip to the Roko Range on October 7, 2006. He was a 35-year-old civil servant from a neighboring city, and he was attending a weekend barbecue with colleagues from work. The group had taken a cable car over the treetops to reach the site of the party, and when it was over, they gathered up their belongings and began to head the cable car back to the parking area. It was a beautiful day, and although the cable car view was breathtaking, it seemed like a waste to Mitsutaka to just ride his way back down the mountain. So while his coworkers loaded into the cable car, he said goodbye until Monday and said he was going to walk down the mountain instead. With that, Mitsutaka began his journey, which was slated to take a few hours, but it also gave him a chance to connect with the mountains and beauty around it. Things would change extremely fast, however, when Mitsutaka lost his footing on a steep section and partially tumbled into a stream. For hours, they continued to simultaneously warm his body temperature and perform CPR until his heart miraculously started beating normally on its own again. With his body temperature starting to reach a safer range, they turned their attention to his injuries. A quick x-ray confirmed that his pelvis was broken, and this would have certainly prevented him from moving under his own power during his ordeal. Then, a few hours later, Mitsutaka's vitals started to stabilize, and he was transported to the intensive care unit to begin his long-range recovery. The long-term outlook was really unclear, though. Doctors had never seen a patient come into the hospital in such bad shape and survive, and one of the attending physicians became obsessed with his case. There was simply no way, based on what is in the human body, that Mitsutaka could have survived as long as he did on a cold mountain, because not only was his internal temperature so low that it had rarely been seen before in the history of medicine, he was also without food and water for 24 days. In general, it's believed that humans can go without food for up to 21 days, but only as much as 3 days without water. There are certainly survival cases where people have gone longer without either, but more than 3 weeks longer were simply out of the question. So as Mitsutaka continued to recover in the ICU, the doctor pored over his patient charts, researched weather patterns in the Roka Mountains, and even constructed a computer simulation that would determine what all these conditions would do to the human body. And in every case of these simulations, death resulted. So how on earth did Mitsutaka survive? The doctor would eventually come to the conclusion that Mitsutaka's body fell into a state that was previously thought impossible in humans, which was hibernation. In other animals, since food sources are much more scarce during the colder months of the year, many animals have evolved to enter hibernation as a way to conserve energy. During this, their body temperature drops, which in turn slows their heart rate. This also slows down cellular activity, and with the cells moving around more slowly, the body needs less energy to survive, allowing the animals to survive months on fat stores alone. Dr. Minami, the one who became obsessed with the case, believes that this is the very best explanation of how Mitsutaka survived for 24 days alone in the mountain. As for Mitsutaka, though, he spent 50 days in the hospital before being discharged, and in interviews afterward, he said he has no memory of his ordeal beyond the morning of day 2. Unfortunately, after he was discharged, he was lost track of, and although Dr. Minami has spent years searching for him to study the condition further, he's been unable to find him. It was supposed to be the trip of a lifetime for a group of 40 school children from the German town of Heilbronn, and one that was sorely needed. Only a decade after the destruction that occurred during World War II in Germany, things were finally starting to settle into a new kind of normal. Reconstruction was well underway, and the German people were just starting to live a life beyond the necessities of food, water, and shelter. And a field trip for school children was a luxury that had gone on hiatus during and in the immediate aftermath of the conflict. So on Palm Sunday, which was April the 11th that year, students and several teachers from the Heilbronn Boys Middle School boarded a train to Obertron, which is a village in Austria just east of the border. There, the kids were going to have a real outdoor experience, and the main event was a summit hike up a mountain called Krippenstein in the Dachstein mountain range. This is a range that's located in the northern limestone Alps, and is one of 24 sub-ranges in the area. It's also a popular tourist area with several peaks that surpass 7,500 feet or 2,300 meters above sea level. Krippenstein comes in just shy of that mark at 6,900 feet or 2,100 meters, and is known as a massif, which is a mountain mass with one or more peaks. This also makes it unique in that it sits among 5 large nearby glaciers. In April, when they were arriving, however, the climate can be a bit unsteady. While high temperatures average around 35 degrees Fahrenheit or about 2 degrees Celsius during that time of year, they can drop well below freezing at night or during storms. On average, the area also receives around 30 days of snowfall in April, which translates to every day, and storms can dump around 3.5 feet or 1 meter of snow throughout the month. But either way, after spending a few days at the Obertron Federal Sports School, it was time to start rounding up hikers to take on the challenging Krippenstein. One of the teachers, 40-year-old Hans Seeler, had some mountaineering experience, and he was going to be the hike leader. He was a bit disappointed when only 10 of the 40 students on the trip wanted to go on the hike, but it was just as well. A smaller group would mean they'd be able to move faster along the mountain trail. So at 6 a.m. on Thursday, April 15th, a group of 10 students between the ages of 14 and 16 and 4 teachers set off from the school for Krippenstein on foot. As it turned out, though, there was a very good reason so few of the students wanted to go on the hike. Weather forecasts were called for fog, rain, and snow. And in fact, the head of the school knew that this wasn't the type of forecast you'd want to hike in, and tried to talk Hans out of it, but he insisted that it wouldn't be bad and that the group would be back before the weather began acting up. And right on cue, as the group began to ascend the mountain trail, rain came into the area, light at first, and then steadily harder. The changing conditions made the trail slick, and around 8 a.m., one of the teachers decided she'd had enough. She spoke to Hans about turning back, but he continued to insist that the weather wasn't much of a deterrent and it would only marginally slow them down. This did nothing to chase away the bad feeling she was having about the hike, so by herself, she turned back down the trail and returned to the school. So group of 13 instead of 14, Hans continued to lead the students and other teachers up the trail in the rain. At around 9:30 a.m., they arrived at a checkpoint for a nature park where they stopped for tea at a hut on the mountain. The hut's landlady eagerly served the group and learned about their plan to summon Cricket's night, and when she did, she got quiet. Having lived on the mountain for some time, the landlady knew that the weather was much different up there than it was in the valley, and she was aware of the treacherous forecast for the day. She then spoke with Hans and warned him that it was a far better idea for them to turn back to the safety of Overcome, but it seemed like no argument could convince him to end the hike. So after tea, the group gathered their belongings and hit the trail once again. Before long, fog began to roll to accompany the rain, which reduced visibility. It was quickly becoming a miserable hike for all involved, and that was before the snow started to fall. And when it did, it began as just a flurry, with the pace and volume quickening to almost blind the group. Even at this point, though, Hans had no reason to turn back, viewing it as just a passing squall. Around this time, the group also came across a construction site as a set of cable car lines were being built that would carry gondolas up the summit, and the group of 13 hikers encountered a couple of workers. They exchanged blows upon them, but the workers were alarmed to see that there was a group of school children in tow. The workers then stopped them, thinking that they hadn't heard about the weather forecast that day, but just like he had on several occasions. At this point, Hans assured them that they'd be just fine. This would be the final word the group would receive. As the evening began to set in, concern grew as the minutes passed without the return of the group of hikers. Finally, the alarm was raised, and ski instructors started heading up the mountain to show up to search for them. However, in the early morning hours of Good Friday, they returned exhausted, and after conditions of the mountain worsened, and they were equally crushed to learn that the group still hadn't made their way back to the school. Later that day, another attempt was made to scale the mountain and find the lost hikers, but the snow was coming down so hard that supposedly about 10 feet with 3 meters accumulated in the higher elevations. One team of rescuers dealt with conditions that were so bad that they got lost themselves and were forced to spend the night on the mountain. The next few days were a harrowing experience for everyone involved, as efforts to find the group ramped up yet remained unsuccessful. By then, mountain rescue teams and a host of volunteers and other military personnel had joined in trying to find the group of school kids and teachers. However, it wasn't until April 20th, 5 days after the hike began, when the first sign of the group was found. Several searchers came across a newspaper and a bread bag, knowing the hike the group was located. Then, desperation reached even higher the next day when a campsite was discovered in a snow hollow without anyone inside. This was a frustrating find for rescuers familiar with mountain emergency protocol. They knew that if the group had been properly equipped with warm clothing and food, they could have waited for rescue to arrive inside the hiking shelter. For some reason, likely in hopes of making it back down to the island home, they left behind. And with the amount of
Crooked sashes. How's that?